Hi everyone, this is just a very short video to talk to you about the link between COVID-19, metabolism, and NAD levels. So now we are getting more and more information about what kind of people died from COVID-19 and what types of people got the more severe types of complications. And what we see is that we see a large overrepresentation of people who have metabolic disease. So, metabolic disease is actually something that is an ongoing pandemic, even though we might not hear much about it. They count that now we have about 40 million deaths every year from metabolic disease. So it's actually a larger pandemic than the COVID-19 pandemic right now. And what is this metabolic disease? Well, actually, it is things like obesity, diabetes, insulin resistance. It is related to cancers, it is related to heart disease, it is related to Alzheimer's disease. So there's a lot of diseases that are directly related to metabolic problems. And we see that people who have these underlying metabolic problems are overrepresented when it comes to people who have a hard time dealing with COVID-19 and get either severe complications or even die from it. So, what does metabolic disease have to do with NAD levels, NAD boosters like NR or NMN? How is this related? Well, if you've been following some of my videos, you've seen a lot of information about NAD. So NAD is something that we have in every cell. It is very active in our mitochondria because it is something that helps us produce energy. It is directly involved in the energy production in our mitochondria, in our cells, and so it is directly involved in our metabolism, right? Energy production has to do with metabolism. And so, if we can boost our NAD levels, if we can increase them and have more NAD, we can produce more energy as well. And our cells will get enough energy to be able to work well. So that's great. But NAD is also very much involved when it comes to silencing the aging-related information, because the sirtuins that we have, and the PARPs as well, that have to do with our genetic information, maintaining our genetic information, they eat or they consume NAD directly, right? So if we have low NAD levels, then these are not working as well, and then we have also increased aging, you could say. So basically, if you look at what aging is, it is directly related to metabolism. And so the metabolic pathways play a crucial role when it comes to aging. And so this is where we have the link. You see, if we can boost our NAD levels and thereby improve how our metabolism works, then perhaps this can be a helpful way of better dealing with the COVID-19. So if we have no metabolic disease, if we improve how our metabolism works, we may increase our chances of fighting off COVID-19 once we get it, so that we are not as likely to develop the severe complications and even complications that lead to death. So that's the basic link. And so if you're interested in boosting your NAD levels, then I have an article about that. You can read about it. You can read about what NAD is, or what the different ways of boosting are. There's a lot of different natural ways of boosting NAD levels, like high intensity training. You can expose yourself to hot and cold showers. You can do intermittent fasting and things like that. I go into those things in my article as well as talking about the different ways of boosting it with precursors like NMN and NR primarily. But I also talk about other precursors. Also, another thing I really should mention before closing this video is that another thing that people see in those who were overrepresented when it comes to people who had complications or died from COVID-19 is that they had lacks of some vitamins, and especially vitamin D, right? The one that you get from the sun. So if you have a sunny climate, you should go out into the sun a little bit and boost your vitamin D levels, or even get a supplement. That might be quite helpful. So this is it for today, for this video. I hope you found it interesting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.